things like that and put those in perspective. If you look at the Braves and you look at what they have done since winning the World Series in 2021, and has it really been good? Hey guys, what's going on? I have a surprise. I'm in Denver. A lot of things going on right now, so thank you for the support. I actually met a fan out here, so thank you for support the channel and things like that. In terms of the sporting coming up right now, everything is working out for itself, right? Everything is working out for itself. But the reason why I started off this video like this is because I want to talk about the slow start for the Atlanta Braves. And I know a lot of people are going to look at it as, okay, what is going on, right? It's not that we suck. It's not that we are terrible. It's not that we don't have all-stars on the team. What it is that we have people that don't really understand what the value is, right? They don't understand what the overall team is really worth. And to see Alex Anopoulos do what he does, make trades, make these lower level signings that become big stars, make these lower level trades that work out sometimes well in our favor, other times not as well in our favor, right? You talk about different things like that and put those in perspective. If you look at the Braves and you look at what they have done since winning the World Series in 2021, and has it really been good? I mean, as a biased Braves fan, I'm gonna say yes and no. More so no than yes, because the expectation is there, but you can't help injuries. You can't help Ronald Acuna going down. You cannot help Ozzy Albies going down late last year. You can't help Orlando Arcia's inconsistency. You can't help Spencer Strider going down on the IL. I don't know when he's coming back, but him and Acuna should be coming back very, very soon. So take all of that into account. Another thing that I want to point out too with the Atlanta Braves is, yes, they're 2-9, but so are the Colorado Rockies, right? These teams are going to improve, right? I mean, obviously more so the Braves and the Rockies, but these teams are going to improve. They're going to be better than what people think they are, right? The White Sox, the Marlins, you look at all the lower level teams in the MLB, and you wonder about the minor leagues. You wonder if the minor leagues could possibly call up some people, right? You're looking at what they could do to potentially suffice not a broken season, right? And you want them to do that in a timely manner. So for Atlanta, for Colorado, for Miami, for the White Sox, any other lower level team right now to start off the season, they're going to improve. We have to give them time. We cannot bash management, right? We cannot bash the ownership. We cannot bash the team. We have to give them management. We have to give them slow. Patience, patience, patience. With the Atlanta Braves, it's going to be all about patience with this team. I know patience is not a word when we expect to hear from them in this current state that they're in right now, because they are better than they were when they won the World Series championship, which is kind of crazy to think about. Now, look at this from a perspective too, another perspective as well, of rumors. Braves have been in numerous trade rumors to always get pitchers. It's been nothing about shortstops. The only thing about shortstops that I really think that we have been a rumor for was Willie Adames, who signed with the Giants, right? But I mean, that's to each his own, right? I didn't want to give him 7 years. I just not that amount of money for his production. Now, did we have the money? Probably not, because of all the lengthy contracts that we have given out so far. But would he have worked on the team? That's the biggest question. That's the reason why we did not sign him. Therefore, you take everything with a grain of salt and you move on from it. Everything with a grain of salt, and say, you know what? This kid probably wasn't it for us. And then you move on to it. Drake Baldwin, I want to talk about him too. He has been for a few games, for the 11 games that they have played, he's been tremendous, spectacular. Catcher of the future for sure. I mean, we still have Sean Murphy, who's still young, right? And you look at what he can provide for you on the field. You look at what he can provide for you as a catcher. He's one of the better catchers in Major League Baseball. He's been for like the past 2 or 3 years. That's who he's been. When he came through the athletics organization, right? Kind of was blocking Tyler Soderstrom just a little bit. Kind of was blocking Shea Langoliers a little bit too, but they got traded for each other, so it makes sense. But at the same time, patience on the Braves. Patience. That's all I can say. Just patience. We're dealing with injuries. We're dealing with a lot in terms of rumors. Now, that's no excuse for why we're so bad right now, but give it time. Let it all work out. And I guarantee you, we'll be back in the World Series in no time. In no time, right? A lot of lower level teams, you have to give them time. You have to give them patience, have to give them time, and they'll be back. That's just that. That's just the name of the game in the major leagues. It's the name of the game, right? The Rockies played last night against the Brewers, 17-2 loss. Kind of a recap on that. I was watching that too. They got to get better defensively, hands down. Ezekiel Tovar, bright star. Ryan McMahon, he's still there, right? You can see you can see what you can get for him on the trading block. Probably a Chris Bryant, maybe. Or you could probably get out of that contract, anything, right? But they're on the up and up. They called up Zach Veen, their number one prospect, who I've been begging, pleading for them to call up for 2 or 3 years. They finally did it, and that's just where we're at with the Rockies right now. We can't really say anything bad or good about them at this current moment because the season literally just started, not even 2 weeks ago. It's been 11 games, so 11 out of 163, right? So this is what we're going to talk about in the midway point at the All-Star break. We're going to come back to this, and we're going to say, hey, what have the Rockies done? And hopefully they have improved. And if they have improved, then that's what we're going to dive into. So better luck next time. Better luck next time.